know we ask you every year, but obviously, I mean, I know the weather, but playing nearly 20 games on the road, does that prepare you for conference play?
It certainly does. You know, the level of competition certainly gets us ready, but we just want to play. We just want to get out. We're tired of playing against each other, and that sometimes gets old, but it's also an opportunity for our guys to compete. So that's we're anxious to play in different colors or against different colors this time.
In terms of the preseason, picked 5th by the league, just your thoughts on that and how you feel your team fits and stacks up against the other.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean it's preseason, and we feel confident in what we have, and as we all know here that rising league from top to bottom is a grind, and we'll see where it is at the end. But I feel confident in what our guys have been doing, who's here, and what we'll be able to accomplish. I'm real excited about this season. A lot of new faces, but then also a good mix, upperclassmen and younger guys too.
What's the strength of this group, do you think, this season? Pitching, hitting, offense, whatever. What do you think?
I'm going to say defense. I'll say defense, pitching, and then hitting. It's really a combo. We've been spending so much time on defense, a lot of time on some small ball and that, but defense is really, I think, going to be our strength, and that's what we need to win games. That's what we need to close out games. In the past, we've played very well right up until that last inning or last couple innings, and that's hurt us. And we're putting a major emphasis on the way we field balls, way backing up, or our throwing, just everything. Any little thing that we can do defensively, we're practicing, we're hitting on. Even after we throw, every day when we throw, we go right into some defensive fundamentals and there for 6 minutes, but it's something every day that they're doing, and it's just, we just make it a habit, and it's a good habit.
Rich, what's with this new bat? What's all this about? I mean, how's that going to affect you guys? Has it affected you guys? It's the certificate on the bat this year is what they call BB core, and it has to have that on there. But what it is basically is the aluminum bat now for all college is one step above wood, basically. So what I feel though is when you square up on one, it's still going to go. But when you don't, you're not going to have those little, dinks over second. Those are just going to be really outs. That's just what they've gone to. What I've heard possibly is that it may even be more dead next year. I know high schools will be going next year to this bat, and I believe it's for the exit speed of an aluminum bat is why they've gone to that. And then this year also with the bat, they've gone to a pitch clock, which to speed up games. And they tried it in the SEC championship playoffs, and they've cut down to like 25 to 30-minute games. What does that entail?
Once the pitcher is in the windup, this is when he's in the windup, he has to deliver the pitch, or the hitter has to be in the box ready in 20 seconds. So as soon as he gets the ball back from the catcher and he's in the dirt area of the mound, the clock starts. And we've done it all fall, just to get our guys prepared to make sure. And even our slowest guy that really goes through things, he's fine. He's like around 16, 17 seconds.
Rich, does college baseball need to go to all wooden bats?
No, I think that gives us something a little different, than the pro game. But if they would go to wood, I would go to a composite wood where they're not going to break as much, if anything, if they do go that route. Because we purchase some from Rawlings, some composite woods, and they don't break. So if anything, I would go to that. But as far as the bat, our guys still have to square up on it. But what I like is we use Rawlings, and
You know, there's a lot of teams that have switched to Rawlings. Some big-time schools have switched to Rawlings because the other bat, they're all supposed to be the same, but from what we've known and what we've heard is that Rawlings is the hottest bat right now.
What about, you just look at your final hitting totals. I think, you got a lot of ex-guys, your non-returning players. Talk about that, and obviously you lost a lot of talent. How you replace that?
Right. I think we replaced it in a way, a different way. May not be the power. We still have some power. Joe Iacobucci and Jeremy Banks, and we're hoping to get some more power from Greg Dissinger this year. Drew Dosh, a freshman. So the power can still be there. It's just going to come from different guys, and it is. And then when you add the bat, maybe a little different, but 60 home runs last year was pretty nice. But I think we have guys that they do good things in other ways, that we'll be able to get around that.
What are your expectations for what this team might be able to do this season?
Well, as I said, every year it has to be the conference. We got to win the conference. That's the expectation. I think the guys, it's a close-knit team, and when you have that to start with, really a lot of good things, happen. They really they complement each other. When they come out of the cage, they're pushing each other. It's a pretty special group. They're working hard. They know what their expectations are. They have a plan each day when they come in, and it's been great. I mean, it was really this fall. We look at the fall as our spring training. Where we physically walk our outfielders to their spots. And this is where we line up for straight up type of hitters and different things like that. But from the fall on, it's been nothing but total hustle, and guys have been really helping each other out.
What's the biggest thing you can accomplish that you'll feel good about? I know it's 17 games away, but when you come back here, in that 17-game stretch, what's the biggest thing you hope to accomplish?
I just think confidence, and just in all aspects, just the confidence that we'll play with anybody and we can beat anybody, on any given day. But just that, I think just the 17 games away. There's going to be that togetherness, but just that confidence in, it may not say if it's a position player, maybe the batting average or maybe they're, isn't where we were thinking or whatever, but they're doing other things. They're moving a baseball. They're understanding. They're trying to, get the bunts down. We're getting bunts down. We're moving the runner from second to third. They're doing that. They understand it. Maybe if it's not always going to happen, but they're trying to do it, and not going away from what we're trying to accomplish, what our main offensive philosophy is. And, on the pitching end, that, they're throwing strikes, that they're, competing out there, and we're playing good defense, like I said, the #1 thing for us this year.
Rich, will East Carolina and College of Charleston have games under their belts already?
No, everyone starts the same weekend. So everybody, the only difference is, they've had probably, 5, 6, 7 inter-squad games, and that's a little different this year for us. Is usually we've been out for a couple times on the football field, and that's why we're hoping at least get a couple days here before we go. But Thursday we'll be out practicing at their place, Thursday from 11 to 1, and then we'll have our good pregame on Friday, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.